welcome back. Welcome back. You are still tuned in to Talk the Ting with Kim on Funtastic Fridays.
Yep.
And the topic that we're discussing today is online dating, a blessing or a curse.
Talk up, people, talk up.
So the question that I asked, or I told you we're going to get to next right before the break, is what are the red flags you should watch out for? So I'm not asking on this one yet. I'm going to get into the content first,
Oh,
right?
yeah, we have answers.
We have only for answers. So if you are online, watch out, of course, for lies, discrepancies.
Oh, we're going to watch out for lies.
Wait, no, discrepancies. People who agree with everything you say, and relationships that are too good to be true. If it is too good to be true, it's either not good or not true. Also,
That's still leave a chance for it to be good and true. You say it's probably not good or true. I'm saying that's still leave a chance that it probably could be.
no, we're not saying that it can't be, but then you have to do additional research. So we're not going to say write it off like, okay, it's impossible, but you have to pay attention. It's not just, okay, things are going a bit too well right now. Let's just go with the flow. Pay attention, be more cognizant, but don't give up.
I mean, one girl in the early stage of relationship said it's too good. So it's good managed. Nice relationship.
Hold on, that don't sound right. Hold on, are we talking? You know what? So, we'll continue. Also,
no, I think like people, like when them say them I like you too quick. Yeah, them worry about
that. Never sound like that. So, also, people who talk negatively about their exes, previous partners, other dates and friends, as they will eventually say similar things about you. So this usually is a very red flag for me. No, this is a very red flag for me. If I'm talking to somebody online and I'm like, all right, so why are you single? Because that question going to come. Why are you single? Boy, and then you're going into dog, your ex or everything is blaming people or boy, the woman them not date. Like, those are usually red flags for me because focus more on boy, yeah, things never work out, but and then you're going to why you're seeking somebody maybe. But if you're focusing on, well, my baby mother this, and me can't take her and then me and her follow up because, and you start going into details, usually that's the last conversation I'm going to have with you because that already to me is a red flag.
Or sometimes that actually does kind of highlight what they're still hung up on,
Exactly,
so,
and they're also hung up on the ex and all of that are them have trauma, them not really deal with it.
That's what I really want.
So that is a red flag for me. Because honestly, if I say, boy, I think about work with the ex, I might get a little information and I get that. That's fine. But when you go into detail, you start telling me all the things them did do and you tell me them name and she did name Keisha, and we never asked for all of that. Right, so that's usually a clear sign that there is some trauma or they're hung up on
girl
it.
when named Keisha.
For me, it's a little bit different because if you ask me, I'm not gonna go off the bat and be like, this happened. I'm not gonna go and be like, oh, this and this happened, but
just say you can give information. I'm not expecting you to just say,
she
never work
say
out.
like, boy, we did try a thing.
We were trying, probably about 6 months ago. We were trying.
That's it.
And we tried genuinely, but it just never really worked. We saw things differently.
It makes you realize me that I get burned, so we break it up. That's simple.
But when you get very detailed,
very detailed to me.
Getting burned is not really detailed.
And you don't even need to say that. But I'm just saying, you just keep it general. You give me a little information as it's fine. Along the way, if we do get to know each other further, these stories might be revealed in our conversation, but you don't need to lead with that.
Yeah, these are the first steps.
That has happened.
Yeah, along the way, fine. When we're more familiar. But none of the first few days we are talking, I gotta tell you all of these things. No, sir.
First date, and say we get bun.
Alright, let me tell you about my ex now. And then you're done.
And then guess what? Most of the conversation after that is the ex.
Yeah, the most.
And you tie back everything and you say the same thing.
Like, I like strawberry. Some exes like strawberry. Whenever I used to buy it, I've encountered that. Everything I just dig up back to that.
Yeah. And then especially and this is something I find more and more. We're in a generation now where everybody's trying to be philosophical about the opposite gender. So you have the men who's like, well, you see how women are, and I'm going to some deep, intellectual conversation about women, and that's also a turn off for me because listen, we just have tried. Like, why you try to teach me?
I tried to tell them that thing. I said, listen, right now, I just try a thing. I don't have the formula.
Exactly.
I have the answers. So if I make a mistake, Let me know we can fix it to move on.
It's like them try to educate everybody and they're like, I see what I've analyzed is that women nowadays and they're used to this. And you know the tactic that and them going to a whole like it's a lecture them teaching me.
I call you twice,
women.
you know, answer, yeah, give me like I do this, you do that, you do this.
Listen,
I
have one experience online that I think it's very
online
vivid.
dating?
Mm-hmm.
It's very vivid.
Very vivid. I remember it because that person was in our social marketing class. And
spare no details, shall we?
No, because I got really scared. Really scared. So we're in class one day and you know who was our social marketing teacher and something happened and
is it online dating if the person's
no, I don't know them, but how it happened that they got my number from
online.
So in class we're interacting and I made mention I'm commenting on something and I agree with this individual. With agreeing with him, he took that opportunity to take me outside of the group.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
You're right. And I was like, okay, that's fine, you know. Whatever. And he goes, well, I've been seeing you come into class and then that's weird. And I go, okay. So I'm just alright. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm accepting the compliment. I said, thank you, you know, but I do have more work to get done. He's like, well, if anytime you're on campus, we can hang out. I realize that you come to school. I was like, you realize too much. This is getting weird. So he moves from WhatsApp, finds me on Instagram, and then start texting me because apparently I had stopped responding.
No, because his WhatsApp persona is a different guy from his IG.
Okay.
So she didn't like the WhatsApp version. Get an Instagram version.
And then he comes back on WhatsApp. And he goes, I tried calling you, but you weren't answering. So
wow.
That's a sore point for me.
That's about 7 flags in a one, right?
That one, I remember.
All right.
I remember there was
probably find the conversation.
I think we need to have a whole thing about experiences. I mean, because I have stories,
somebody else jumping on the live. Big up to you.
Yes, big up King Martel 21. Big up yourself, right? But yes, also you can be aware of persons who you have no common friends with. You know, this depends on the app because sometimes it can show that there's some similarity or social media. But then otherwise it can also be, you can tell the fake profile them, name them sometime and zero posts and all these things.
We're in a 2023 right now, right? One of the things I look out for people. You have up a profile right now, the picture look like a tech with one Nokia 33. No, me nah message you. If you message me, nah reply. Get an updated thing, put something relevant. Me look for a picture grainy, me can't make you out from the pixels them. No. Step up the thing, I know.
So those are things that we need to look out for, right? So to answer the question that we asked in the beginning, is it a blessing or a curse, right? Online dating can be both a blessing and a curse, depending on various factors and individual experiences. So the blessings of online dating are as follows. Number 1, increased accessibility. It provides a platform for meeting people outside of your usual social circles, expanding your potential dating pool. Number 2, convenience. Users can interact and get to know others at their own pace and schedule, breaking geographical barriers and time constraints. So no matter where you're in the world, no matter what time of day, it could be day for you, night for me, we can still have a conversation, right? Matching algorithms is number 3. Many platforms use algorithms to match individuals based on their preferences, increasing the likelihood of finding compatible partners. So compared to being on the road and you just walk up to any Tom or Jane, this one sort of narrow it down. I believe when they fling out the profile, they ask you certain preferences. Do you drink? Do you smoke? What does our Sunday evening look like? Yeah. What do you this? What do you that? Exactly. And then based on those decisions that you make, are you looking for somebody with kids, without kids? It filters out all of that, right? And it helps to narrow down your choices. So that could help because it may make it a little easier to find someone compatible. Communication is another blessing, as online dating allows initial communication, which can help in getting to know someone before meeting in person. So you don't necessarily have to meet in person and then go through a whole uncomfortable situation and trying to figure out how am I going to end this date. This one allows you to sort of get like a pre-evaluation done So we talk first. I'm gonna see if I like your vibe in the chat, and if we like the vibe, then we can probably take it to WhatsApp. I think there's stages to it.
Yes,
you move from the app to your phone number, then your phone number probably
another
so exactly.
Flexible.
And then eventually you probably get to the phone number, and then probably you go into I say a video call
or a phone call
a phone call, then the video call. And then eventually, so you have a lot of checkpoints to know if you want to get to. Don't just start talk today.
These checkpoints, man, tell you.
And then go straight to that.
Just for yourself. If you want to do all of the checkpoints in a one day, fine.
But
go through the
checks. It helps.
Trust me. Because when you see, because even whatever experience I have, you see one, dark girl like Jada now, and then when you look our white girl come, I say, wait, whoa. Then she'll make a note, say a picture they take at a certain time in her life and how much years are back. And I'm like, so say all these things. So when I see you, we can,
so you can expect it instead of be surprised.
Nobody surprise me. So therefore, do the little video chat. See what I'm looking now, because we know some pictures right now.
Some old pictures.
From 3310 just released.
Use a bad reference to because Jada not really that.
No, I'm just giving a comparison.
Yes.
Because really no, I never want somebody dark, because basically you can't. People like Jada
can. So you never want somebody dark.
As in darker than Jada. As in like.
You don't want like.
No, I'm to make the comparison. I want somebody that you can actually see.
You have to complete your sentences.
No, as in I never.
For sure, all the dark listeners out there is like, they're not gonna like me.
You're racist.
We're not coming there.
I know it never helped, but
I'm talking about to make the comparison. I made. What? You want somebody what?
Let's get into point number 5.
No, I wanted something to be believable, like a transition to see this person has a picture looking like Jada but shows up looking white. You get what I'm saying? Something close. I want, for the example.
That wasn't the phrase, but we're going to continue. So, for another blessing number 5, options and variety. Users can explore diverse profiles and options, potentially finding someone with shared interests and values. So, a lot of these relationships where you're seeing multicultural relationships, probably somebody where they will speak your language, it sort of opens that doorway now for you to experience other cultures and people from other cultures. And we see a lot of that coming up now in social media. A lot of couples, one from Africa, one from Morocco, one from Asia, and also that means online dating that they found their partner, right? So that's something to consider.
All right. Talking about things to consider, Kati drops a few on the WhatsApp line here. She said, I know someone that had an online relationship and in the end found out the person was blind.
Oh.
So relationship done. I'm like,
why?
Because they couldn't see where it was going.
You're not funny. I'm judging you.
Alright, the views of Kimmie are not the views of Funtastic. At first time I ever said it, but
I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Kimmie's a stand-up comedian, so she has that persona as well.
Like in my head, I did the whole.
But trust me, really actually, nobody has. Alright, we're not gonna say that nobody has, but in the original situation, most persons do not really have an issue with the person being blind or whatever. But if you're having a conversation and we are talking,
you reveal that early.
You try and mention it at least, so it's not surprising.
I am.
No, we're not debating whether it is.
It's dishonesty, you never led
with that. And that's something. There are certain things that I
like. First thing I must make you know that
I have kids.
Yeah,
I'm disabled.
Dropping it somewhere.
I can't.
Me not drive.
At night I don't drive. Stuff like that.
Legally blind.
Exactly. That's something to
I say, let me do a video call. Look. I send you a picture. Look. You look good.
And we're not saying it's like the very first conversation, no.
You know what I said?
And we're not saying like in the hello stage, we're gonna say that, We're not saying, hey, okay, I'm blind, don't talk to me. No. More like we talk and we get to know each other, and when we're sharing certain details then alright, well, these are things I think you should know. This is usually where people start telling, okay, I have kids, and that's usually where it goes. So them start telling you what could be potential deal breakers for some people. Yeah. So you talk about the things that are important.
But not only that too, but most of the times what you usually do is see you start talking about things and making plans. Things will come up in the
exactly.
Like I say, what day I'm gonna go watch a movie? First I'm gonna say, okay, well I don't do those things.
Yeah, I don't watch movies or something.
Why? So the conversation should bring up that kind of information before they reach the meeting stage.
First, the profile picture, then probably.
Most likely.
Probably.
And then you're going to think it's cool. You get what I'm saying?
But you should reveal that.
And the cat says, my online attention span is very limited to have a relationship. So she can't bother go back every 5 minutes, go check your message. She wants to see you, sir. Kim, what else you expect the man tries to get you? So I'm going to tell you all the negative about the last person. But that's not a good way to get somebody's attention.
I want you
if you're going to bring down
honest,
somebody,
exactly. It's also
somebody,
how you do it.
It's a bad thing.
It's also how you do it and how much you focus on it. Because as I say, if I ask a question, I expect answers, right? So I expect you to say, boy, it never worked out for whatever reason. Yeah. Whether it's communication or
she that and we can't take when she that. You know, if we're going to that side.
Like for me, I can use a personal experience. The person I'm talking to now, I met him online. Surprised. Genuinely surprised. Never expected it to happen. Mm-hmm. And it's probably one of the best relationships I've been in, right? The best.
So online dating.
It can work. Actually, I told him I was doing this topic and he's like, it's a blessing because this is where we are.
You know, I met you.
Literally. It was on Tinder.
Tinder?
Yeah. Surprisingly.
Envy.
Of course, not a hookup
I
thing.
remember I was on Tinder, so I know that they are good guys.
Yeah, there are good people on it.
But Kimmie probably had the only good girl left and the man so
I was shook. But one of the things one of the things that work,
certain people allow that. You know you're never up.
But yeah, I'm genuinely surprised how it went. So when I asked why the last relationship didn't work, of course, you know, how long you been single, why it didn't work out. He just said, boy, we tried, because it so happened that they had a child, right? Wasn't planned, but that worked out. And he said, all right, for the sake, especially for the child, he wanted to, make it work. But then realized that the personality differences, that she was way more outgoing, always one party, always that he's more low-key, stay at home. But understand details like that. But when you start going on, and you know, so she do this, and you know, that I understand a general story. Exactly. I tell me, you know, one night, we call her 3 times, and she never, that noise too much. But if you tell me, say, all right, boy, that didn't happen, now we'll try and make it work, but right, so she's more outgoing than me, and me couldn't work with that, so eventually we just grew apart. We can't work with that.
And then what Kimmie is saying to you know people, it's not necessarily even all the word into you know and them something you know. It's even the tone.
It was very calming.
Angry and like you trace and you get so passionate.
Yeah,
and it's like a sore part of your life. That means you're probably not over it as yet. You have something that's still unresolved. You know, you're not calm. You know, you're talking. Mm-hmm. You know, you're still hurt probably.
And trust me, when I tell you, I was surprised, guys. First of all, we live opposite ends of the island. Alright? An effort has been made. He's coming to Kingston regularly.
If he does not want
that came up as well, because I've had past relationships where
if she does not want to.
Yeah, because I'm in the effort too. I go as well. Yeah, enough time.
Girl thinks she can stand up a fear yard and she don't want to come see me. I am also a value. She's a value. She's a gift. Me's a gift.
Yeah.
We are both.
So we show value to both. First, I always say, women can't just want all the attention and all the niceness. You have to want to do it too, and that's what working, and we're making it work. Not
people of the world.
We're making it work.
People of the world. Let me tell you, so
it's possible.
Kimmie's a good woman.
I'm try.
Exactly.
I'm always trying.
Jada knows she's not learning stage. We don't know how Jada stay yet, but she's at the learning stage. She young.
When my boyfriend comes or when I get one, I'll make it
work for it. Try the online thing, and you know, I like that the stigma.
You are what you call him, Gen Z. You're a Gen Z. Your relationship will definitely be an online relationship. Whether you meet them in person, or not go take it on the IG, Snapchat, all the social media them.
I think she had Gen X.
Gen X, whichever one. But trust me, wherever they meet, they're gonna take it to social media.
Older.
These people don't hang out in person as much as we used to.
I want him older.
Let me tell you, age is just a number.
I love that.
It really is. Because you will meet. No, age is really just a number. It's really just the mindset of the person, because I've met older men who immature in the backside.
Well,
yeah.
True.
And I realized that, oh my God, being older does not mean that you're more mature.
Age alone is not
that. Also, you have some, just like you go party and you see some young youth at party and you see some 50-year-old man at party, and you know, you really expect that. But then you have some men as well, you're not going to find them there because that's just not their place. And you have some young men as well, you're not going to find them in a certain environment. So it's really mindset.
Maturity.
I don't really focus on the age anymore.
Age is usually a guideline for your preference. But trust me, if you interact with different age groups, you realize
that it's really just a mindset, not the age.
35. 28 not different from 40.
Because I've reasoned with some 40 or 50 odd year old man, and I'm reasoning very minimal. And I've reasoned with guys younger than me, and me I tell you, it's like me I say, well, man, no man, you read all heap, and I'm saying, yeah, man, do my research, I'm watch documentary, you know.
We're not justifying these. We're not justifying these man who are 30, 40, and 50 now if you talk to the 18-year-old. No, that is different because they are immature.
Yeah, so in that instance, we're not saying age is a number in that instance.
So we're talking about big people.
With what Jada's saying that she wants an older guy, I'm just saying to her that don't necessarily equate to maturity.
No, but
really just the mindset of the
mature man she wants. You have to ask her why she wants an older guy.
That's true. What you're seeking for? So we're going to put this on pause and make this a part 2 because,
What am I seeking for?
You know, older guy. Why you want an older guy?
I prefer him to be older.
Because what?
Because I just like.
You want him to have more candles for the cake?
How much older? That's another question.
Not significantly. Like maybe
so
10 years age gap. Maybe like a 3, 5.
Why?
3 to 5 years older.
What happens in 3 to 5 years that, you know?
That's a high school year.
No, but why you want him 3 years older than you?
I prefer it. Like, it's just a preference.
So you can tell you what happened, 3 years before you were born?
No, I think I like to rub it in his face.
Mm-hmm.
You say old man?
Yeah.
Rub what?
We're gonna pause it there for today. Fantastic Friday. People on the live, big up to you. People on the WhatsApp line, shout out to Carty Shakespeare and the gang.
Yes, and Carty, always we appreciate you sharing your feedback and your responses, guys. We always love the interaction because we want to know what you think as well, what your experiences are. We're gonna make this into a 2-part program. So next week we're gonna continue the rest of the content and also get some experiences. So whether it's from the viewer, not even whether, we're gonna request some content, some audio from you guys. Send it to us. Yeah. And then I said, guys, I have stories. So it's something though that has changed because you have people that the stigma is not as off-putting as before. Once upon a time, people would be very hesitant to say, oh, I met somebody online, because it's like, oh, you had to go there. You know, it's something that was seen as lower than, and any day you go there, say you're desperate. But no, people are now more open to it. Right, slowly but surely, because even a friend of mine, I said she's single and she's like, yo, when she going to find somebody? I was like, try it. And she's still bent on, boy, she don't see that happening. And the deal now is she said, if she don't find somebody in the year 2024, I can create a profile for her in January 2025. So there's still a stigma.
That's far though.
I know, that's what I said. I said, you know, even 3 months or 6 months maximum. She said, no, 2025. So you can tell that some people are still averse to it. But my thing is, don't knock it, but you still have to be very careful. I remember one man told me, say, he was in prison messaging me. And he was getting out in December. And we could meet up then. That was a very interesting. Literally, he was very honest. And when I listen,
so what?
I have stories.
Online him said that.
Yes. So you know we match and whatever. Listen, the conversation sort of like just Because when I asked, you know, what you doing? You're not working right now, and so well. One thing I have to give him props for, he was honest.
That's true.
He literally told me, and it was because of some fraud. Him tell me say some fraud in go prison for.
Some lady, and then you see him tell that no, ladies like say, oh boy, fraud, something like it cashy.
Hang
on.
That's what he said.
But it was like them something. Them don't mind waiting.
But he was like 3 months is left, so he would want to know if we could meet up after. That didn't continue.
And that's anywhere as well, because you have plan ahead.
He was honest.
Why wait till 3 months to start looking at a lady?
Wait till that's
from before, so when you're out. Yeah, some days.
But I'm glad I mentioned that because it goes back to the things that you'd have to say. So you see the same story that you said where the girl was blind and she never said something. He led with this because he probably knows that coming after that, if he find that
in
out.
The conversation, the answers will lead to this unless you are avoiding and omitting and misrepresenting yourself.
So it's something to consider.
Exactly. So
people,
if you think it's something that somebody might be offended by, once them ask a question, just let them know. So
or it's only fair that they know something you would want to know.
Exactly.
Share it.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, that is it for this week's Talk the Ting with Kim. As I said, next week we're gonna have a part 2 to this. So if there's any questions you had today that you didn't get to ask, feel free to share them next week. Feel free to get other people in on the conversation because online dating is a very popular thing now. So I feel like we need to know how to do it carefully. All right.
And look out for our box pop.
Yeah, we're gonna do a box pop. We'll put together something. Alright, so guys, be safe. See you guys next week. Christmas round the corner.
Sing it with me.